I finished birds. I almost finished another bird. I might melt because it's going to be 113 degrees here today. I'm Michelle. This is my romantic tangle, and this is going to be a quick Flosstube update filmed well. It's only 75 degrees in the house. We had the windows open, the fans in the windows, did all the things, and it only cooled down to 75 last night. And I don't know what it's going to get up to today. I finished Lovebirds. I am smitten with this. I love the style of it. I love the single colors. It was fun to stitch with. I messed up my gridding. I don't know how I messed up my gridding because this should have been easy to grid, but I stitched a line after 11 stitches instead of 10 stitches, and the fix for that is you take a colored pencil and you draw on your chart to mark where the line on your fabric is, and it sort of worked. I hadn't gridded the whole piece, and I wound up just not gridding the rest and counting and recounting, and look, it came out. The edges of my heart met. My fabric is still painfully stiff, but once I got it in the 11-inch Q-snaps, it was okay. One of the things I like about this, there's back stitching that makes things look more delicate. The bird on whatever side this is that left or right? That is the right. She has eyelashes, which that must make her the girl bird, except my husband has eyelashes and I don't, so I'm overthinking this. She is intended to be the girl bird. It does not matter which bird is which. It's just, I love that she has eyelashes. I wish I had eyelashes. And I put the month and day of our anniversary down here. Nothing else, because it's not really a wedding sampler. It's a 30th anniversary thing I did. If this ever winds up at an estate sale or in a thrift shop, and someone notices that those dates, I wonder if they're going to be looking for a Bible verse or trying to figure out what it meant. And I didn't pull out my piece of paper from the courthouse, so I think this is the right date. I'm not super worried about it, because if it was the wrong date after all of our wedding date debates, I think I'd be okay with that too. I could do multiple samplers and put the different dates that over the years we have thought it might be, because I would do that. This is Mad Bluebird. It's an old Bucilla kit. I got it at, where did I get it at? Thrift store. That's where I got this kit. And since the last update, I have finished the belly of the bird, which is mostly white, so you can't really tell that I finished the belly of the bird, but the bird, except for these little fractional stitches around his eyes that I missed, is done. And now I've got a big weathered stump to stitch. It's not going to be the most funnest, most stimulating stitching, but it's something to work on those evenings when you want to stitch but you don't want to think too hard. So I like that. And I've got a mistake here somewhere. I am not going to unpick and move the grain of the wood. I am just going to get back on track and have the grain of my wood a little bit different, because why would I move the grain of the wood? That is not worth struggling with. So this will probably, it's either going to plod on for a while or get set aside, or I don't know, something. I got the bird done. I got the hard part done. And there's a logic that says you start with the least interesting and work up to the most interesting. But I think if I'd started with Stump, I never would have made it to the bird. I'm glad I started with the bird and his face and his angry expression. I have been knitting away with the Hobby Lobby clearance yarn. I've almost got a sock done, and I think these are like size 0 needles, so it's a tighter gauge than I usually do, which makes it even more exciting to me that I've almost got a sock done. I like this stuff. I think it's called Cozy Toes, and it's an acrylic blend that I wasn't sure I would like it, but for $1.24 skein, I was willing to find out, and these seem nice. So I'm happy with those. I pulled out Designworks Stitchers ABC, which I had started for Mania last year, the year before, something like that, and A while back I did a video about my opinion of DesignWorks kits, and yeah, I spent an afternoon stitching on this, and it is worse than I remember. And part of the problem is that there are no grid lines on the pattern, and having no grid lines on the pattern is making the counting harder for me. It's not just that I can't grid my fabric, it's that I am doing back stitching, and counting back stitching is not my thing. I could count and recount and get all these lines around the elements done and then know that I was right, except every corner has stitching in a different color. So I'm putting this back in my stash. I'm not going to struggle with it right now. Maybe I will struggle with it later. It's not my favorite project, and the thread is awful. I have another DesignWorks project, dockside quilts, that I'm really wanting to stitch, and I may sub out DMC for that because I am not happy playing this game. I got a package in the mail, and I've opened it up because I needed to see what was in there. I got what is this called? Traveling Sorcerer by Riolis, and I like it. I like it a lot. This is full coverage, guys. This is not a printed background. It was like 18 bucks from my bobbin. I got it in 2 weeks. My other project from them, I think we're now at 118 days or something, because it got sidetracked somewhere. This one came fast, and I really kind of like it. I love the subject matter. I kind of like, when you get a kit and you're looking at the picture and you can see the back stitching and you're starting to kind of wonder. Realist on their Facebook page did a video where they showed Mysterious Castle and this one and whatever the one with the house in the Shire is. And they had close-ups of the stitched models, and that totally confirms I want to stitch this. A couple of you guys who watched my unboxing video said that you planned on buying it. I think it was Daydream Stitcher who asked if I wanted to do a stitch along. Yes, I do. And if you are getting this one and want to do a stitch along, message me and let me know, and we will set up some dates and figure out when we're going to do that. I'm not in a tremendous hurry because I've got things to play with. I got a case for my new phone, and I had to take the case off the phone to put the phone on the tripod because, of course, I did. But I am unreasonably happy about this little loopy thing that I can put around my finger while I'm filming in the thrift shop or using the grocery app. My phone is a hand-me-down because all of a sudden I got an email that the couponing app that my daughter is trying to teach me to use didn't work on my old iPhone anymore. And that's the kind of thing it takes to force me to upgrade my electronics. There was also the part where I couldn't go into Safeway and use their little scan the tag to get the good coupon deal app without completely draining my battery while I was in the store. So I needed a new phone, and she had a old phone that was way newer and better than my phone. And when she gave it to me, it was in its case. I am so happy to get a case because this has been driving me nuts. Remember self-isolating bat and how I can't figure out how bats work? Yeah, the phone case goes like this. Every time I picked up my phone, I had it like this. And it has been stressing me out. And I've been saying I wanted a phone case for grown-ups, although I know some of my adult friends would love this case. My daughter is an adult friend, and she loved this case while it fit the phone she was actively using. It's not the case I would have picked, and Alex, sweetie, I really appreciate that you let me use it. Thank you. I'm happy to have a nondescript case because I just am. And the phone, this doesn't hold the phone really tight, so I really need to just, anytime there's a bat involved, slow down and remind myself that bats hang from things and don't sit upright with their ears at the top. I will at some point figure that out. I just posted a Dollar Tree haul. I have seen, well, I found some amazing yarn at my local Dollar Tree. And then I saw other people posting that they had found sock yarn at their local Dollar Trees. And then I heard that they had Happy Planner stickers at the Dollar Tree. So my mom and I took an afternoon and went out to lunch and went to all the Dollar Trees in town. Well, the Dollar Trees in a couple towns. And that's kind of ridiculous, but at the same time, it's more about the afternoon out together, catching up on everything, because she'd been at the house and sisters for a while. And I didn't find the sock yarn. I did, after I filmed the haul video, find the Happy Planner stickers. They have got seasonal and watercolors, and these are not the little ones that Dollar Tree usually has. This one's 1,500 stickers. This one's, what, 1,078 stickers. Having said that, a lot of them aren't super exciting stickers. But for the fall leaves and the Halloween stuff, and I mean, I guess the Christmas stuff, I like them. I'm happy. I am trying to make more of an effort to keep up my planner and put cute things in my planner, just because I bought the stickers, so therefore I should use the stickers. The answer is I need to stop buying stickers, but they're fun and I wanted them, and it was $2, and I'm going to get it out of my system, I think. Maybe. I didn't write notes for this video. Like I said, it is supposed to be 113 degrees today, and I want to cook food, but if I cook food, I will heat up my house. And I had told myself if I got up early, I could cook my crab cakes in the oven, but yeah, the house never got cool enough that I think I should go ahead and do that. And there's a line between not doing things that will make the house hotter and just sitting in the dark next to a fan for the next week. I haven't found the line yet. And I'm not going down to the river because everyone will be down at the river, and with this temperature, they'll all be down at the river and they'll be mad about it. So I'm not getting beer cans thrown at me this year. I didn't go at all last year. I may take the boys over to their sister's house to swim in her pool. But I'm hoping that I can get what I need done and then sit and knit and cross stitch with some horror movies. Thank you for watching. I hope if it is hot in your neck of the woods that you are more prepared and better at dealing with it than I am. I'm Michelle. This is my romantic tangle. Let me know if you want to stitch Traveling Sorcerer with me. I'll be back with you with more videos soon.